Because I work at a food pantry. Do you? I love my food pantry. Where do you work? I mean, it's no more. I mean, I okay, because I work at a People's Resource Center. It's so close to me. It's a mile and a half from my house. And usually I drive because there's so much food. If the meat is fresh, days. You know, like if it's the 30th. It's fresh. Yeah. I mean, that is so horrible. So I don't know. I'm just taking here. I can't take it. So I don't have that much sleep on any of my friends. About an hour. What part of it is like stocking the shelves? What do you do? Oh, 2 days a month.
So it's the first and third Wednesday.
Okay.
Hello everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started now. Quite an exciting evening. It's so great to see so many faces in this room, so it's like yikes. Some weeks we've got like 6 people in here, sometimes we've got 50. Tonight is a really nice crowd. So how many people here who have never been to the Two-Way Street Friday night before? Oh, wait a minute. Our coffee server, Julie, over there. And she's here like every week. So anyway, welcome to the Two-Way Street Coffee House, and also welcome to our virtual friends. For those who could or wouldn't be here tonight, they can live stream the performance, and it becomes a wonderful thing. Plus, if you really liked it, tomorrow you can go bring up the live stream again and hear it all again. Many times I do that because I'm running around here and I'm missing out on some, and all of a sudden it's like, so now I can sit on a Saturday morning, put the headphones on, and just enjoy.
Hey, John.
Hey, what?
Can you give a shout out to the Plank Road Watch Party?
Oh, there's a Plank Road Watch Party in Willowbrook, yes. Yay! Say hi. Say hi to Nancy from her son. Yikes. Oh, and Paul says hi too. Okay. So like I said, we're hybrid. My name is John. Please don't wear it out. And I'm your host again tonight. It's my regular Friday night deal here. But tonight we have this special event. It's instead of having a single artist or duo, we've got a bunch of people who are going to sing for free. Like I say, we're benefiting Music and Potluck, and also the West Suburban Community Pantry. And so it's really a great thing. We are a listening room, and I always say that because some people try to talk during performances, and I tell them, you get one polite from me, and then I've got a hook. So I say the same joke every week. Thank you for laughing. We are an all-volunteer staff, been an all-volunteer staff for 52 years. Tonight, we've got Julie, raise your hand. We've got Dave. We've got Randy doing sound, and my name is? John. Thank you. There's a lady who comes, sometimes she calls me Bob. She says, you just look like a Bob. So there's a flyer on the table. Maybe there isn't. Okay, it didn't come out tonight. And with that, Mark, you want to come up and say a few words?
All right.
whisper a few adjectives.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay.
I mean, John.
Yeah. I've been called worse than Bob.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, welcome everybody to a very special two-way street event, and we're here with our group, Music and Potlucks, and we've formed. We formed our organization. It was right after the inauguration in 2017. We wanted to do something else, and our friends Stephanie, Betsy, and Liz Zeal, and Jean, who had to leave, are embedded in the homeless community and the food shortage community. And so we talked at one point and began this little organization. We called it the Little Organization That Can. We're now a 501c3 nonprofit. We've done just about 100 events to bring awareness and raise money for our neighbors in need. They'll be back here after intermission to tell you more. We've got door prizes, potluck prizes. We've got all kinds of stuff for you to look at here. But let's get on with the music. Our first guest is an old friend who's been presenting and performing and jamming for years and years. I think we were kids when we first met. It could very well be. He knows a lot of great songs. He knows how to involve people in the music. Please welcome up our friend Ed Ellis.
Thanks, Mark. Hey, mister, could you use an old folk singer? Would your patrons like some old-time soul? Can they dig the foggy mountain breakdown? Mister, I don't play no rock and roll, but I can make 'em cry to Molly, darling. Sing along to row your boat ashore. I'll play until the dawn, when the crowd is gone. Mister, I'll be glad to sweep your floor. You should have been in New York back in '60. Wasn't I a star there for a while? But New York messed up my head, couldn't make much bread. Little Bobby Dylan cramped my style, but I can make 'em cry to Molly, darling. Sing along to row your boat ashore. Street life sure is fun when you're 21. Mister, I ain't 21 no more. So I take the help of them still remember. I take the love of them who care to give. I swap my songs for sandwiches and shelter. Even a living legend's gotta live. But I can make 'em cry to Molly, darling. Sing along to row your boat ashore. Michael, row your boat ashore. Hallelujah. You know it. Michael, row your boat ashore. Hallelujah. Sister, set and trim the sails. Hallelujah. Sister, set out and trim the sails. Hallelujah. The river Jordan is chilly and cold. Hallelujah. It chills the body but not the soul. Hallelujah. And Michael, row your boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael, row your boat ashore. Hallelujah. Y'all sound good. You need to keep doing that because I just about everything I'm going to sing, you're going to know. And I sound a whole lot better when you sing along. But I even sound better when my daughter sings with me. So Nora Ellis is going to come up and sing a few. And I'm sure Mark and Paul and Jennifer and Joel will all have things people are going to want to sing along on. Mark's going to adjust Nora's microphone here. Look at that.
Oh, good for you.
Isn't that cool?
I'm still gonna use this though.
The first thing that goes is your memory. Second thing that goes is the tuning. That song was written by who? Anybody know who wrote that song? It's going to shock you. Shel Silverstein wrote that song for Bob Gibson. And, you know, Shel wrote a lot of really good songs. Everybody thinks of him as the guy who wrote the book Light in the Attic, or maybe you read about him and read his stories in Playboy. But he was quite a songwriter. And this next song is a song that another great songwriter wrote. And my wife Peggy and I met at the Old Town School of Folk Music. Anybody ever been there? And in a harmony singing class, which just seemed appropriate. And this was one of the first songs that we learned together. She plays dulcimer. And we played it so much that all of our kids thought we wrote it, but we absolutely didn't. The night was clear and the stars were shining and the moon came up so quiet in the sky. All the people gathered round and the band was tuning. I can hear them now, playing Coming Through the Rye. You were dressed in blue and you looked so lovely, a gentle flower of a small town girl. I took your hand and we stepped to the music with a single smile. You became my world, and we danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo. Their drifting tunes seemed to fill the air so long ago, but I still remember how we fell in love at the Roseville Fair. Well, we courted well, and we courted dearly, and we'd rock for hours on the front porch chairs. Then a year went by from the time I met you, and I made you mine at the Roseville Fair, where we danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo. Their drifting tunes seemed to fill the air so long ago, but I still remember how we fell in love at the Roseville Fair. Here's a song for all of the lovers. Here's a tune they can share. Dance along to the fiddle and the banjo, the way we did at the Roseville Fair. Made it dance all night to the fiddle and the banjo, their drifting tunes seemed to fill the air. So long ago that I still remember how we fall in love. How we fall in love. Thank you. So we lost a living legend this week. Ian Tyson passed away. He was 89, and I was fortunate enough to book him at a venue. I had at a train venue in Colorado. Mark played there. I say train venue because the venue itself was at the top of a mountain in southern Colorado, and the only way to get there was by train, so you had to buy a train ticket. That was the whole deal. And so 2008, Ian Tyson came, and it was just an amazing afternoon. And when I handed him the check, I noticed that it was made out to Four Strong Winds Productions. And I said, oh my gosh, my daughter and I sing that song. We love that song. And he said, my daughter won't sing that song with me. I said, well, that's because you're Ian Tyson and I'm not. So anyway, I'm going to miss him. A lot of good songs. And I still have the Ian and Sylvia album from like 19-something, which had this song on it. Strong winds that blow lonely, seven seas that run high, all the streams that don't change, come what may. This song was written by a guy named Bob Schmertz, who was a folk singer in the 50s, and it's not his most famous song. His most famous song, Burl Ives did on Captain Kangaroo, was about a squirrel. But this song though was a hit for Tennessee Ernie Ford. Anybody remember him? Well, the Lord looked down from his window in the sky, said, I created man, but I don't remember why. Nothing but fighting since creation day. Send a little water and I'll wash them all away. The Lord came down to look around a spell. There was Mr. Noah, behaving mighty well. That is the reason the scriptures record. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, and he landed high and dry. The Lord said, Noah, there's going to be a flood. Gonna be some water, gonna be some mud, so take off your hat, Noah, take off your coat, get ham, shim, and J-Pelt, and build yourself a boat.
Noah said, Lord, I don't believe I could.
Lord said, Noah, get some sturdy gopher wood. Never know what you can do till you try. Build it 50 cubits wide and 30 cubits high.
Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, and he landed high and dry. Well, Noah says, there she is, Lord.
Lord said, Noah, time to get aboard. Take of each creature a he and a she, and of course Mrs. Noah and the whole family.
Noah said, Lord, it's getting mighty dark.
Lord said, Noah, get these creatures in the ark.
Noah said, Lord, it's beginning to pour.
Lord said, Noah, hurry up and shut the door.
Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, and he landed high and dry. The ark rose up from the bosom of the deep, and after 40 days, Mr. Noah took a peep. Said, we're not moving, Lord, where are we at?
Lord said, you're sitting right on Mount Ararat.
Noah said, Lord, it's getting mighty dry.
Lord said, Noah, see my rainbow in the sky? Take all your creatures and people to earth. Don't be more trouble than you're worth.
Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, and he landed high and dry.
That was good, but I didn't hear y'all singing on that.
What do you mean you don't know that song? Everyone
Really,
knows
everybody
that
should
song
know
really
that.
well.
Very, very popular song among the people who know it. Okay, you can sing along for sure on this. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than mountains, growing like a breeze. Country road. have time for one more. So, this one is I'm sure you all know this song.
Dutchman's not the kind of man who keeps his thumb jammed in the den, holds his dreams in. But that's a
Thank you. Next, I really do enjoy hanging out with Mark Dvorak. We've been doing it for a long, long time. I think the first time was when I had a little place in a church on the west side called the Listening Place, like about 30 years ago. I think Mark was 3. And he came out to Fur with Weaver Mania. He performed at our venue out there, and he's been at Wesley's Place, which is a venue I have in the Methodist Church in LaGrange on Friday nights, www.wesleysplacemusic.com. So I'm really excited to hear Mark, as I always am, Mark Dvorak.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I tripped over something at the two-way street. How does this work? I need this. Well, I don't. We can do it this way too.
You could just crouch.
Yeah.
Or you have to put you in a chair.
Yep.
Doesn't want to play.
No. How's it going out there?
Great.
Awesome, huh? There we go. Thank you, John. You know everything.
Do everything.
I'm glad someone is. Thank you, Ed and Nora. I'm just going to do a few songs here for you. Seemed like only yesterday I was really on my way. Young and green I used to sway like a willow in the breeze. Now every time I turn around, another sun is going down. Days are falling to the ground like dying autumn leaves. After all these little dreams and fears, we're coming to the middle years. Looking in a rear view mirror, ain't no turning round. And after all the time that's passed, slipping through an hourglass, God, it all goes by so fast, and it ain't slowing down. All my clothes don't fit me right, I don't go out late at night. Sometimes I'd rather run than fight, or not show up at all. I might have set the world on fire, but now I walk a tight rope wire. I'm just another man for hire, awaiting on a call. After all these little dreams and fears, we're coming to the middle years. Looking in a rear view mirror, ain't no turning round. And after all the time that's passed, slipping through an hourglass, God, it all goes by so fast, and it ain't slowing down. My hair is turning gray, it's getting thinner every day. Still got something left to say, I just don't say it quite as loud. Hang on, honey, hold on tight, everything is gonna be alright. I'll be back home tomorrow night, and I'll be walking on a cloud. After all these little dreams and fears, we're coming to the middle years. Looking in a rear view mirror, ain't no turning round. And after all the time that's passed, slipping through an hourglass, God, it all goes by so fast, and it ain't slowing down. God, it all goes by so fast, and it ain't slowing down. Well, we want to say hello to Dave Humphreys and his sister. They're in Ohio. There they are. Happy New Year, my friend. And we also want to say hi to the Weber family right here in the VIP section. Marge Weber was my singing partner for 40, 50 years. I don't remember. We were in vaudeville. We did the Bozo the Clown show. We played a lot of gigs together. She's a wonderful singer and a wonderful family. I'm very happy to call you all friends. And so we'll get on with it here. Do you hear that? Oh no? Then it doesn't matter. Just the night before, I walked you home down a snow-covered street after the dance, and I held your hand. We laughed as our frozen breath disappeared into the air. The moon rose in the sky. I brushed the hair away from your eye, and I looked for the right words to say. All the times before, I never knew love could happen like this, or happen to me. And we closed our eyes. All the times before, I never knew love could happen like this, or happen to me. And we closed our eyes, knowing that love waited only for us, and waited to be. Whisper soft and kind, I kissed a tear away from your eye, and I looked for the right words to say. Whisper soft and kind, I kissed a tear away from your eye, and I looked for the right words to say. Just the night before, I walked you home down a snow-covered street after the dance. Now you take my hand. We waltz around your kitchen floor and push back the chair. Whisper soft and kind, you kiss the tears away from my eyes, and I look for the right words to say. It's called A December Waltz, based on a true story. And that one didn't work out really either, but it's a good story. And here's one now that a couple of Decembers ago, we all know what happened, I think. And my inner recluse was set free. I spent a lot of time practicing and reading, and I got really good at crossword puzzles. And then I got this card in the mail from an old friend who I hadn't heard from in years and years and years. And I never really liked her that much. And we never did get along that well. But it was nice to hear from her. But it was kind of her to send me a card. So I just read the card and pretty much wrote the song. But I didn't have a tune for it. What's that Nora Jones song that was written by Hoagie Carmichael? It's, I stole that. So anyway, this is coming out on a record that was supposed to be out in December of 2020, and then it was going to be out in December of 2021, and now we're looking at 23. It's called December Songs, and that last one will be on it, and so will this one. This is called Under Mistletoe. It's been a long, hard year, and I've been thinking of you. Temperature sinking, the lonely snow falling. I hear you calling softly to me. It's been a long, hard time, and you're so far away. Cold wind so bitter, looks like old man winter has decided he's gonna stay. It sure doesn't feel like Christmas, the happiest time of the year. No handshakes or hugs, no holiday kisses. How I wish you could be here. I hope you're doing well. Who can tell how much longer this might take? But the lights are so pretty in the streets of the city. Hey, maybe everything's gonna be okay. No handshakes or hugs, no holiday kisses. How I wish you could be here. I hope you like this card. When you can, please write back to me. And please tell Santa I don't need nothing under the Christmas tree. You're the one I want, and I wanted you to know. I'll be waiting for you happen? Did something happen? I'm just going to do a couple more songs for you, and then John will give some announcements about what's coming up at the Two-Way Street, and then it'll be time for refreshments. It'll be time for the bathroom, and it'll be time to buy a door prize ticket, a potluck prize ticket. There are 3 baskets. One is free admission to a yoga, wine, and song live stream. I believe there's a little handout on your table. One is a basket full of books and CDs from tonight's performers. And one is a free house concert. I'll come to your house and give a concert for you and your friends, and as long as you feed me. So those are the things we're raffling off, and later on in the program, my friend Paul Klonowski, we've been buddies forever. In fact, we came here to the Two-Way Street in 1982. Was the first time. And he just released a neat little EP, 6 banjo songs that he arranged. They're wonderful, and that's available for the first time tonight. And they're just $5, so congratulations, Paul, and we're going to hear from you a little bit later. Well, let's do this one then. Yeah, Jen and Joe will be here too. Mm-hmm. You like it? I'm glad you laughed. Like singing with an old friend, a song we've known since way back when. The good times and the hard times, my old friend, we've come too far to ever turn back again. And here's to you and me and what might have been. Here's to guys like us, old friends are the best friends, old friends. And there's nothing like picking with an old friend, a good guitar and a tune to make us grin on the back porch at Granny's. My old friend, how I wish our time together would never end. And here's to you and me and what might have been. Here's to guys like us, old friends are the best friends, old friends. Nothing like being with an old friend, just passing time together now and then. Saying nothing says something to an old friend. It's been so good to be with you again. And here's to you and me and what might have been. Here's to guys like us, old friends are the best friends, old friends. Here's to you and me and what might have been. Here's to songs like ours, they never end. Old friends are the best friends, old friends. Old friends are the best friends. finish with this, a song that came to me some years ago now, and I had been listening to a guy named Coleman Barks. I wonder if you ever heard of Coleman Barks, the 12th century mystic poet. Makes me sound sophisticated, but it's really great stuff. And the guy who spent like 38 years translating Rumi's poetry is a guy named Coleman Barks, and I've been listening to Coleman give these talks and these recitals on Rumi's poetry, and really great stuff. And for years and years, I traveled with a book called The Complete Poems of Carl Sandburg. And I love Carl Sandburg in Illinois, and of course, and I love something about his voice and his ability to capture something of the essence of life in the middle of the country, right? So I got home from a long road trip and felt good about it, and I was really, really tired. And so I sit in my lazy boy. It's my way of doing yoga, and so with all this in my tired mind, this tune came to me, and I've got Carl's words in my mind, and I've got Coleman Barks's poems in my mind. I go, oh, that's such a good idea for a song. I'll do it tomorrow. And I'm sitting there half asleep. I go, dude, do it now or it's gone. And so this was able to happen. A wish for the new year. In every hour of every day, let love go on, let love go on, till all of the answers can be made. Let love go on, let love go on, let the love of this hour come pouring down. Let love go on, let love go on, clean as a crystal, waterfall in the sun. Let love go on, let love go on. When all of the money and the blood is gone, let love go on, let love go on. Let the tick of the clock wind itself down. Let love go on, let love go on. Let the beat of your heart be all around. Let love go on, let love go on. With so little time, so much to be done. Let love go on, let love go on. In every hour of every day, let love go on, let love go on, let love go on, let love go on, let love go on. Thanks for coming out tonight. Here's John. Thank you, sir.
Hey, I'm every time I hear Mark, it's like, don't.
the house down.
Oh, it brings the house down, literally. So anyway, we're going to take a short break. The bathrooms are out the door and to the left. I always say I don't start the second set until the line goes down for the washrooms. Next Friday, in this room, same time, same place. We have a quarterly open mic. Doors open at 7:30. So you sign up, and you take a slot to perform, and you could recite poetry. You could sing a song. We have a beautiful piano, if you're so inclined. I think I'm going to do something. I think I found a playing partner, a singing partner tonight, so I hope she shows up next week. So anyway, like I say, sign up at 7:30, start at 8 o'clock. Now, next Saturday, not tomorrow, next Saturday is the community sing-around. Saturday in this room, 2 to 4. Bring whatever you got, be it an instrument, a voice, or just an ear. Next Saturday also, January 7, and this is important because our sound guy just handed me the sheet. The Acoustic Renaissance in Hinsdale is going to be having Peter Mulvey, and that is January 7th. Saturday, doors open at 6:30? 6:15. It starts at 7. You have anything else to say? He's great. He's great. Yeah, and then, believe it or not, spoiler alert, February 18th, somebody you just heard singing is going to be at Acoustic Ren February 18th, and he is going to be doing his thing, and he's going to be singing with Mean Mary. I don't know Mean Mary, but
Her real name's Mary Jane, but she goes by
Mean Mary. Okay, you take it, you know. I don't know if I'd want that to be on the co-bill, but because I sure wouldn't want to screw up. But anyway, so we'll take a short break. Washrooms out to the left. Refill your coffee cup, but most importantly, the ladies here, Music and Potluck, have got raffle prizes here that they're going to be raffling off tonight. There's everything from small, medium, and unbelievable. Probably the best prize is a private house concert at your house with the amazing Mark Dvorak. Yeah, those, you can't just, you got to just do that. Everybody should at least take at least one ticket with the hope that Mark will be at your house. It's kind of like Santa Claus on Christmas Day, right? All right, we'll take a short break, and we'll be back with a whole new second set.
when it started.
Did they cancel it last week?
Here, yeah,
So that was,
it was Kristen Relevant.
oh, I didn't know. Okay, I was here the week before I was out of town. And they're going to be singing tonight.
Oh, I don't know. Somebody I don't know.
Yeah, but they did a Christmas show 2 weeks ago. And they're always here. They have a recording studio in Downers. And they're about big volunteers here, but it's kind of, and they'll be visiting. I don't know if they're married or not. They sing. So were you here during the polar vortex? I was so happy I was.
I'm enjoying every minute of it.
It was really so happy. I've never been happier in all my life. I was Chicago area.
Stayed inside for 2 days.
Yeah, see, that was,
Left the house.
that was so, I walk 5 miles every day.
Good for you. I wouldn't, no, I believe it. I just wouldn't do that.
But I would only do it like a mile at a time, like when it's really cold.
Do a mile and warm up.
Do a mile or 2 miles. And that's why I like the because for some of the ships that I'm on, I can walk a mile and a half, 2 miles. I mean, going, delivering food to people's cars.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great
That's my main. Food pantry day.
Oh, okay.
taking stuff out of people's cars.
Yeah, we used to have, everybody would come in and then COVID hit. It's like, what are we gonna do?
And now this food pantry is looking to commit again.
Yeah, we're still,
Are you still not allowing that? I mean, here's this
we've got a few people that walk up and, we let them in the door. Because COVID, it's as over as it's ever gonna be. I mean, it's gonna keep coming back.
See, this food pantry, they're open every day except Sunday. And they're like all day. I mean, they don't have clients all day, but I mean, it's, and they're associated with the Illinois Food Bank. So they also, the Northern Illinois Food Bank uses this site.
Where are they at?
I just love it because I can volunteer.
Oh my God.
So in the winter, I'm by myself. And I like to invite people.
It's good to be social once in a
Yeah,
while.
and I mean, I'm in 2 bands. I play the bass, I'm in 2 bands. That helps me with this. You know, I'm friends with some.
Get to know the clients.
Yeah, this one client, she's really great. She goes to libraries and other places, and people come together and they're playing games. she a long-time gathering often, and since that's so long, I have put down, I'm into this every year. Thank you.
But Downers is a big place, so it's kind of like probably.
Yeah, she's in South Dakota now. I guess, you know, she was sort of on hard times and somebody gave her a little tiny house somewhere. Somebody she knew that bought a little tiny house for her daughter and her daughter didn't want it. She said, Harry, you can have it. And Kathy eventually ended up paying for it when she had the money to do it.
That's pretty amazing. So you're going to be playing tomorrow with Claudia Schmidt.
Where?
No.
See, now,
With Claudia Schmidt, you're going to be playing with
Oh, for the New Year's Eve. Well, they didn't tell me.
Are you serious?
Everybody called me.
Well,
I must have done something.
Claudia Schmidt went to college with my sister.
He went to Green Bay. He does in Green Bay.
Tell her you went to Boyd.
That lion.
You are I never knew you were like this when we were showcasing together. O'Brien showcasing.
Oh yeah, because I went to the.
She's up in Michigan. Yeah, Beaver Island.
No, she's in.
Claudia? Claudia?
Yeah, they had a hotel.
She moved from Beaver Island?
Yeah, I think she moved back to Minneapolis for.
Are you pulling my leg? I'm gonna have to tell my sister this.
But last time I played with her at the UW Green Bay, music whatever coffee. And that was her home. She was the so she was supposed to call her Bill, and I just
Wait, in Green Bay? She's in Green Bay. She went to school. My sister.
I doubt it. You were young then.
No, I used to be in showcases, and I used to be in showcases. But he's a musician.
I will.
Rich Warren, great guy.
Time for him to do something else.
No, but he's gonna not do folk stage. But, well.
We'll see how long he can stay away from it.
Maybe he'll start a new thing.
That's how it works.
I remember him recording in here years ago.
Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah.
But the Midnight Special is not like anything. I tell you, it's better than ever. I love it.
I went to the University of Illinois.
Okay. When did you graduate?
Turn your chair around.
So anyway, so you went to Levi. I went to Indiana University. I went there for music. Because I'm from the western suburbs, everybody was right now. I mean, that's where we are. But anyway,
I joined the climbing and caving club.
I was on the cable car in Indiana.
Well, yeah, you were a lot closer to the
Yes.
sea and to drive to Bloomington.
where you guys hung out? Come on and sit down.
Yeah, a lot of the guys.
Used to be a conference, right? University of Illinois.
Our faculty advisor.
Okay.
And they used to have for TV and his tower was there, so he could get it to the FMT.
Oh,
And anybody who knew him was welcome to go over to his house on Saturday night and listen to the midnight station. And I was hooked on that. My dad used to listen.
I love it. But now I can't listen to it a lot of times. Because I'm out of town or stuff. So it's hard to make it. Yeah, I do that all the time. It's really I could see you need a photo with So where is this group out of? Yeah. It's in Woodbridge. Do you guys do anything with the People Resource Center in Westmont? Not yet. That's another, I
She's a lot of trouble.
Let me bring the house down to a roar, to a quiet roar.
But I do know, Sorry.
Jump right in. Okay, we're going to get started again. Hello. Hello. Find your seats, please. And, yeah. Hopefully, I think the line to the washroom is now done. And it sounds like we are slowly. Do I have to do it? So anyway, hello. Okay, I have some ladies here on stage who are going to do a beautiful song. No. But, you know, when you're on the stage, you do a beautiful song. Actually, I think what they're going to do is tell you about music and potluck. All right, I'm going to step back and give you the stage.
John. You got it, John. Thanks. Hi, we're Music and Potlucks. We started about 2017. The world was a bit more divisive then, and we felt we needed to put a little more love out into the world. So we started with a community sing-along in a dumpy old bar in Oak Park, Illinois, or Forest Park, and we got about 115 people to come out and just sing their hearts out, some folk music, led by Mark Dvorak and the Power of Song Singers. And we raised the roof. And part of the event was to raise some money and to donate to our local social service agencies, which were Housing Forward, Beyond Hunger Food Pantry. Housing Forward is a homeless shelter. Beyond Hunger Food Pantry, and a community foundation that helps other community service groups. And that was the beginning, and we're here now just to try to keep this magic rolling, because the music and the helping our neighbors in need is what brings us all together and makes us all community and serves and helps the world. So, you can check us out at musicandpotlucks.org. There's information on your table tents right there. If you haven't hit the raffle or the potluck prize, please feel free to do so. We'll announce that at the end. There's 3 good prizes there. And the upcoming events are all on our website, but we do these great things called Yoga, Wine, and Song. And they're virtual events, so you can do them in your living room, and no one has to see you doing a downward dog. And you can have your wine, and you can have your yoga, and you can get some beautiful music from Mark Dvorak. And that's every month we have a yoga, wine, and song. We also have another event every month called Acoustic Neighbors, which is basically like this, where we have some different musicians get together, and we bring it to you virtually in your living room, and you can just listen at home with the beverage of your choice. And then we also have other things. We could do house parties. We've done a few house parties that benefit different organizations like Peace Corners Youth Center in Austin, and music for instruments for instruments for kids who don't have the money to have instruments in Oak Park, and lots of other house parties that you could get a free house party and do it for to benefit your charity of choice. Okay? Anyway. And we will do all the work for you. You don't have to do anything. We'll do lots of the work for you. Setting it up and making it beautiful, like here tonight. Anything else you want to add, ladies?
Our mailing list is circulating right now.
Our mailing list is around the room. Please sign up. We'd love to let you know about our future events. And if you want to help us out, we love volunteers. All right. Thanks so much. Now for Mark Dvorak and the rest of the program.
We're going to take just a few minutes to reset the stage for our next guest. So thank you, Music and Potlucks, for being here tonight. And so I got to mess with this thing again. Okay, that's pretty good. Why don't you come on up, Paul? Get everything the way you want it. Is that about where that goes?
Yeah, somewhere like that.
All right.
I think this will go here.
Our next guest is an old friend, and we met, I think we went to high school together, and but we didn't become friends
That was 1993.
until after high school. We became friends because his parents threw these wonderful parties in their living room, and Paul had a banjo and a guitar, and I was learning the guitar, and then I got a banjo, and you were going away to school, if I remember right, but every Christmas and Easter and summer you'd come home, and we'd have a big music party, and well, that's the way it goes tonight, and and then he was living in California, and I called him up one evening. I said, "Are you coming home for Thanksgiving?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Well, why don't you come a little earlier? Because we're starting this new thing. It's in a church. It's called the Old Quarter Coffee House, which ran for about 7 or 8 years, and that turned into the Plank Road Folk Society, and the chapters go on from there and there. And Paul kind of let music go for a little while he was working in his career and raising a family, but we're very, very proud of Paul. He's celebrating the release of his first EP, 6 arrangements for 5-string banjo called Simple Gifts. Please now welcome my friend Paul Klonowski.
Thank you, Mark. Like the old piano, I write the melody. Guitar makes music mighty sweet. But when I hear the banjo, my heart is mighty sweet. Whoa, the banjo man feels like a melody. Let me hear the banjo. blackface minstrelsy shows, you know that that's a pretty auspicious start for a folk song. But 145 years of the folk process have taken care of a lot of things here. So that it came down through us through Grandpa Jones, and then Tom Jones of the Jones Family Music School. Tom and his wife Ann and their daughter Kathy taught music here up in Lombard or Wheaton or somewhere like that for many years. And I learned a lot of things from Tom on the banjo. That was almost the title track of the CD too. But Mark thought, well, we were batting back and forth ideas of what would be the title track or the name of the CD. And Mark came up with Simple Gifts, and I thought, nah. But then we got the cover photo taken, and I started playing with it, and geez, that looks nice. I think we can go with that. So anyway, Simple Gifts is a song that I first heard on the bootleg tapes that my dad used to make of the Midnight Special from WFMT. George and Jerry Armstrong were singing it, and I was struck by the song. And I'm not going to sing it here. I'm going to just play it instrumentally, but it is the title track of the song, the CD. Thank you. It's been a favorite song of mine for a long time. Well, way back when we first started coming around here, we somehow ran into a guy named Don Beadle. Some of you know that name. He was a banjo player, and I had a banjo and had been carrying it around for like 3 years trying to figure out how to play it. And Don said, well, just come on over, bring a 12-pack of beer, and we'll get you going. It worked. It was a lot of fun, and this is a song that
take his family camping down to the Shawnee National Forest in southern Illinois, which is a wonderful spot. Just visited there again this fall. And he wrote the song because he so enjoyed spring there. And the leaves were coming out and the sunlight in the early morning would come down through the trees. And he described it as the prettiest spot he knew on earth. And he wrote this, and I just think it's a wonderful song. I'm going to change banjos because you don't want to listen to me retune. Guitar players do this too. If you're playing in different tunings, just bring a different band, bring a different instrument. 30 years ago or so, I was teaching clawhammer banjo for the Old Town School of Folk Music's West Suburban Extension in Western Springs. And one of my goals in teaching was to, well, of course, develop the skills of your students. But once I had the basic frailing motion, the going, and we had hammer-ons and pull-offs and slides and a couple other things, people could work with that. But I wanted to get people to learn fiddle tunes on the banjo. Traditionally, the banjo was a backup instrument for the fiddle, and the fiddle played the melody, and the banjo just kind of played the same old boring stuff over and over. Or you go to a dance and you play the banjo, and you're going to play the same backup 157 times on every song. It gets a little dull, so you have to start learning to play things differently. And what I would do is I'd teach people a very basic version of the song, and then we'd add some ornamentation and maybe try a different version and maybe get beyond that into something really raucous where they could actually take a banjo break and let the fiddle take a breather. Sometimes it actually happens too. But this is a couple of banjo tunes that I put together just for that purpose, for people to learn the progression from simple to more complicated, and put this together just for fun. This first song is, the first tune is Soldier's Joy. Do you know what the Soldier's Joy is?
No,
You do?
not going to battle.
Well, that's one thing.
Amen.
Payday. Anyway, and the second tune is Over the Waterfall. Jeez. Thank you. One thing I learned while trying to record and organize this EP project was that you have to stop somewhere and say, no, I'm not going to record that song. So I guess in the middle of this project, something I'd never done before, Mark was shepherding me through the whole process. I realized that there's going to have to be a second set. This is a song that may or may not get on that. You've probably heard it. Carla Bonoff wrote it, and Bonnie Raitt sent her a lot of paychecks for it. It's called Home. Traveling at night, the headlights were bright. We'd been up many an hour. All through my brain came the refrain of home and its warming fire. And home sings me of sweet things. My life there has its own wings to fly over the mountains, though I'm standing still. The people I've seen, they come in between the cities of tiring life. Trains come and go, but inside, you know, the struggle will soon be a fight. And home sings me of sweet things. My life there has its own wings to fly over the mountains, though I'm standing still. Traveling at night, the headlights were bright. Soon the sun came through the trees. Around the next bend, the flowers will send the sweet scent of home in the breeze. And home sings me of sweet things. My life there has its own wings to fly over the mountains, though I'm standing still. Thank you. I guess we have time for one more here, and then Joel and Jennifer will be up. I hope I have time for one more. They don't want to get the hook out. This is a song that I first heard on a record that I think my dad brought home some time way back in half a century ago or so. Pete Seeger's Rainbow Race record was released in 1971, and I played the record, and I loved that entire record, and I wore it out. I bought it again, and I wore it out. Then technology advanced, and I bought a cassette tape of it, and I wore it out. Now I have the CD, but rather than wearing it out, I ripped it into MP3 or WAV format. So now it's hard to wear those out. But anyway, I used to play with this, struggle with this on the guitar for a long time. I'd try playing it, and it just didn't sound right, and I would just put it away and don't even think about that song for a while. I'd come back to it sometime later and start playing with it and get frustrated again and put it away. And as this cycle repeated itself enough times, I noticed that the times I was trying to play it got shorter and shorter, and the times I was not playing it got longer and longer and longer. Years went by, and a little over a year ago, I was goofing around on the banjo and is that redundant? Anyway, the song just fell out. It literally just fell out, and I was playing with. I can do it this. I can do this. I'm doing all this arranging on it, and I'm thinking, God, Pete Seeger is rolling over in his grave. I'll let you be the judge of that. This is Sailing Down My Golden River. Sailing down my golden river, sun and water all my own. And I was never alone. Sun and water, oh life givers, I'll have them where'er I roam. And I was not far from home. Sunlight glancing on the waters, life and death are all my own. And I was never alone. Life to raise my sons and daughters, golden sparkles in the foam. And I was never not far from home. Sailing down my winding highway, travelers from near and far. And I was never alone. Exploring all the little byways, sighting all the distant stars. And I was not far from home. Thank you. I'm going to make room for Joel and Jennifer. Let's see what we can do here.
Paul Klonowski, friend. Well, have you ever seen these two before?
Who are those guys?
Who are those guys?
My boss,
Check, check. Oh, nice.
co-directors of the coffee house.
Check, check.
I'm glad you're in charge.
So thanks for everybody for coming out tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel and Jennifer do lots and lots of work in our local community. They operate Randomosity, which is a recording studio, teaching studio, and a production studio. Both teachers, co-direct jobs at 2-Way Street Coffee House, following in Dave Humphreys' wake. So tonight they're here to play for us. Welcome, Jennifer Ashley,
Yes.
Joel Simpson, Ashley
coming out and supporting such a great cause tonight. We're happy you're here.
So yeah, thanks to Ed and Nora and Paul and Mark. It's always nice to give emerging artists a chance. You know, first time on the stage. I'm glad you guys welcomed them. And it's been.
You're silly.
So this first one we're gonna play is one I wrote because I got mad at the sun and felt bad afterwards. So. Hello, Mrs. Sun. Haven't seen you in a while. I miss the way that when you're touching me, you always make me smile. You shine as bright as can be, even when you're hidden away. I appreciate you illuminating all my darkness today.
Hello, Mr. Cloud. Oh, you know I need you so. I was just wondering where you made Miss Sun go. Silver linings, the air we breathe, and life you bring through rain. Still at last your overcasters often cause me pain. Sunny, stormy, they love each other so. Are you shining brightly or gloomy as you go? And when I find you, will you tell me which one? When they don't see each other, Mr. Cloud and Mrs. Sun. When they don't see each other, Mr. Cloud and Mrs. Sun.
Hello, Mrs. Sun, you look so lovely today. From the moment that you rise to the setting of the day. All the color that you bring and warmth that fills my heart. We all love you, Mrs. Sun, may we never be apart.
Hello, Mr. Cloud, dancing on the wind. You seem a bit happier than you've ever been. I can see you reach for her in the reflection of the moon. Don't you worry, my old friend, she'll be coming back this way soon. When you try to hide with Mr. Cloud in the shadows that he cast, always true, Mrs. Sun shines through, then you see what's real at last. Feeling weak with a day that's bleak and a load that's dragging me down. I can't see, won't you please help me, Mrs. Sun, I need you around. Sunny, stormy, they love each other so. Are you shining brightly or gloomy as you go? When I find you, will you tell me which one? When they don't see each other, Mr. Cloud and Mrs. Sun. When they don't see each other, Mr. Cloud and Mrs. Sun. Thank you. So that's going to be the title track of our upcoming record, which will, hopefully be out sometime soon. It's been a few years.
Yeah.
Right?
It's been a pandemic.
Right?
No.
This next one we're going to do is from our last record, Off to Hearland. It's one of our favorites.
Well, my family, like, the way that we did it is, like, my dad would take the guitar lessons, and then my brother would take guitar lessons, and then it trickled down to me. So I'd sit there and I'd watch them across the room. They wouldn't actually show me, but I had to listen and try to figure it out. So this is my best rendition of a song that my family learned from Mark directly. So it's kind of like 2 degrees, from Mark or something. And he hasn't told me to stop playing it yet.
Yeah.
So we'll see if his version.
So this is Deep River Blues. Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more, 'cause I've got them deep river blues. Let the rain drive right on, let the waves sweep along, 'cause I've got them deep river blues.
My old gal, she's a good old pal. She looked just like a waterfowl when I got them deep river blues. Ain't no one gonna cry for me. The fish all go out on a spree when I got them deep river blues.
Give me back my old boat. I'm gonna sail it, it shall float. 'Cause I've got them deep river blues. I'm going back to Muscle Shoals. Times are better than I'm told. 'Cause I've got them deep river blues. If my boat sinks with me, I'll go down, don't you see? 'Cause I've got them deep river blues. I'm never gonna say goodbye. And if I sink, just let me die. 'Cause I've got them deep river blues.
Oh, 'cause I've
got them deep river blues.
Oh, 'cause I've
got them deep river blues. Thank you.
I think this is nice. We should keep this.
I know. I was noticing that from over there. I was like, ooh.
And the music and Potlucks folks, it's been really a great experience to work with them. The West Suburban Food Pantry or Community Pantry is they serve 800 families a week. So, I mean, they're providing meals and food for people. There's an in-food pantry that you can volunteer at. You can sort in the back. They have a virtual one now, so they kind of eliminated that barrier. If somebody needs it and they want to do it online, they can ask what they need online and it gets delivered out to their car. So it's like a pretty amazing experience to volunteer for them.
It's great. Potlucks is like such an amazing organization. There's need right in our back door. So what a wonderful way to help out our local community and those that surround us and need our help. So we are thrilled to collaborate with them tonight and happy to be here. So thanks for coming, everybody. And anybody online, it's still not too late to donate. So head online.
Still not too late to donate. That sounded such a nice ring to it. Yeah, I mean you could almost make a haiku out of that. But just saying, this next one, I hear some friends of mine sometimes in the past that would talk about life struggles, particularly women, and I remember hearing this thing of like picking up the pieces and like having to like deal with that and like a situation, whatever it might be, and that's what inspired this song. Different people in my life that would say such things, and watching that happen. So, am I doing the right song?
It is. Okay. Yes. It's called She.
She finally found her bones through the dark. Now she understands it's a little trust. She never knew that she could no longer have to feel alone. No more wondering what's meant to be. She finally found a home in love. She's driving when I'm falling there to catch me. And I know she has every little thing we need. And there's no more searching for a little peace. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum. In love, she's driving when I'm falling asleep, and I trust that she's there to catch me, and I know she has every little thing we need, and there's no more searching for little peace. Ba-dum, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Bum, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum. She finally found her bones through the dark. Now she understands it's a little trust. She never knew that she would no longer have to feel alone. No more wondering what's meant to be. She finally found her home in love. She's driving when I'm falling asleep, and I trust that she's there to catch me. And I know we have every little thing we need, and there's no more searching for a little peace. Ba-dum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. Bum, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. I think I have to give up my regiment of Diet Pepsi and cookies before singing. It didn't quite work. So yeah, we'll do a lot to like get on stage, won't we? I mean, we did all this. We like got music and potlucks involved, and Mark and Paul, and had Paul do a CD and everything just to get on stage for us. Like, thanks, Paul. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, the next one, right?
The next one.
So, I couldn't decide if this was about elections or about personal life, but this is the song is called "The Cliff," and it's about facing life's problems when they're a mountain and
ignoring them,
and then looking at them again, and the next time they're a cliff, and it's like a lot harder to climb, and you wish you climbed it when it was a mountain instead, but right? What once was a mountain is now a cliff so high. This time, looking at that cliff
makes a mountain seem easy to climb, to climb, to climb.
Not looking from above to see if you can fly, but looking from down below, where now it seems so high. Before it was a mountain when I was ready to climb. Now you look again, there's a cliff to climb. Now you look again, there's a cliff to climb. What once was a mountain is now a cliff so high. This time, looking at this cliff makes a mountain seem easy to climb, to climb, to climb. This cliff, it comes from those walls you built inside, that voice inside your head convincing you to hide. Here's what to do, look for that light shining through. When you trust yourself to know it's right. When you trust yourself to know it's right. What once was a mountain is now a cliff so high. This time, looking at this cliff makes a mountain seem easy to climb, to climb, to climb. When you get to the top, don't forget to stop to see who's with you, to sharing a view. Remember the climb, my friend. Someday we'll be right back at bottom again. What once was a mountain is now cliff so high. This time, looking at this cliff makes a mountain seem easy to climb, to climb, to climb. What once was a mountain is now a cliff so high. This time, looking at this cliff makes a mountain seem easy to climb, to climb, to climb. Looking at this cliff makes a mountain seem easy to climb, to climb, to climb, to climb, to climb, to climb.
So this next one, we actually wrote, we were on the way back from a conference and kind of a tour in the East, and we had an opportunity we were right there. We were right by Niagara Falls, and I was like, well, we're going to see it, because I've never seen it. Never mind that there was like a raging
Winter storm.
happening. So but we went. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, we're going. So we went, and we got in the elevator, and there was nobody
We were
there.
the only people there.
And then we went down.
Well,
in the
aside from the
elevator,
poor guy, like giving us the
who's
tour.
the doors
on his crotch
open.
keys,
He's
whatever.
like putting on his galoshes.
Rubber
There we
coat.
go, these people from Chicago, right? So we saw it, and it was
Beautiful.
It was beautiful.
During
I mean,
a winter
the
storm.
sleet pelting us in the face. It was very magical. But the power of
Is that what you call it? Magical?
I will. I'll call it magical.
Traumatic. I mean, like, in
It
an ice
hurt.
storm.
It was steam. But there's something about the power, of Niagara Falls, and we got to thinking, well, what if Niagara was a person? We all have those people who kind of come into our lives and forevermore change it, whether it's one sentence that they said or something. So that's what this song is about. It's called Goodbye Niagara, and there's actually a place at the end. If you'd like to sing with us, you just echo goodbye and Niagara. You'll know when. We'll help you. Niagara was born on a Sunday in a hurricane named Annabelle. You could hear her cries in the eye of the storm. Seems the wind said goodbye, goodbye Niagara. Oh, you're more than I can take. Goodbye, goodbye Niagara. Everything changes in your way. Niagara sweeps you off your feet and floods into your soul. She leads you through the mist until your truth say goodbye, goodbye Niagara. Oh, you're more than I can take. Goodbye, goodbye Niagara. Everything changes in your way. helps you carve through it all, and then leaves you all at once. Finally, you're free to say goodbye, Niagara. Goodbye, Niagara. Goodbye, Niagara. Goodbye. Here's your part. Goodbye, 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 Niagara, Niagara. Oh, you're more than I can take. Goodbye, 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 Niagara, Niagara. Everything changes in your way. Goodbye, 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 Niagara, Niagara. Oh, you're more than I can take. Goodbye, 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 Niagara, Niagara. Everything changes in your way.
This is one of the most recent songs we've
is.
written.
And it's our last one, so thank you, everybody. What a
Yes.
wonderful evening of music.
It's been great.
Thank
What a great
you.
way to end off the year
To
at
Ed and
2A
Nora,
Street.
and to Mark, and to Paul. Don't forget to pick up his new CD.
Yes.
It's right over
Don't forget to get your. Or it's probably too late for the raffle tickets, but maybe there'll be a. Oh,
it's
it's not
never
too
too
late
late
for
for
raffle
raffle
tickets.
tickets.
Just saying. See.
Absolutely. So thank
See
you so
Katie
much.
over there, and she'll give you a ticket or 2 or 5 or however many you want to purchase. And then, but then they're gonna call it after we're done, right?
I think so.
Is that right? And it's not fixed if I win. I just want to say that.
Because he wins everything.
I do. I have this thing.
It's annoying. I'm sorry. It's terrible.
I bought $10
And
and
then
put it
where's
at the
Joel
Fox Valley
Simpson?
thing,
I'm
and
like,
yeah, $700 guitar. I like that one.
Absolutely.
I won a
It's
trip to
ridiculous.
Ireland. It was
It's
pretty cool.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous already. You need to stop.
I think that I should have played that Mega Millions tonight. But so yeah, this one we got asked by a friend of ours, Jenny Beneman, who writes haiku, to try to write a song to one of our haikus, and we don't always like agree on stuff right away. So we both read
Shocking, right?
both of her books and then like both printed out like 12 different ones that we wanted to use. We finally reduced it down to 4. So we kind of understood the assignment, but we did 4
You
because we
still
didn't want
can't
to be
follow the
outdone.
rules, right?
But so this one's called "Tell Me Your Secrets," and there's 4 haikus hidden in it from Jenny's books. So definitely sign up for her emails too, because every Sunday morning she sends you a haiku, and I'm like wondering how she knows this much about my life, because they all seem to apply to my life.
Yeah.
So
Like, get out of my head, Jenny.
yeah,
Beneman.
it's a little weird.
Yeah.
but
But it's always well
refreshing.
placed, and I'm like,
yeah,
oh, thanks,
it's like
Jenny.
you know me
Yeah.
so well. But so she does that. This one's called "Tell Me Your Secrets." Is that right?
Yes,
right,
that is
okay.
right.
Truth and half-truth may lie down together, but they don't rest easy. When I get to thinking about 'em, I don't know which to believe. Tell me your secrets, I'll tell you mine, and then we will both be free. All of these voices inside my head and the lessons that they bring
both be free. Thank you, everybody.
And before we go, I just want to say thank you to Dave and Julie and John and Randy and Tim, all the volunteers from 2A Street. Thank you so much.
So I'm pulling an audible here. I think I may. Well, there I am. I'm going to give everyone a last second chance to go over by Katie here and buy a raffle ticket because she has got some wonderful stuff. So we're going to take don't all rush her at once, but do the best you can. But then don't go anywhere because, well, there'll be raffle announcements, but more than that, nobody gets out of the coffee house without an encore. And so tonight, I think we are going to have a mass encore here on the stage. And so...
I promise it'll be one song and not a medley. I did that last time. He said, take an encore, and I did a medley.
Well, yeah, but I think Matt Watoba still has the record.
He does have the record.
Matt did a 30-minute encore. And just... not a non-stop. He never even, he just kept strumming and singing, and I couldn't even break in and go, enough, enough, enough.
And the hook didn't reach.
No, and my hook did not reach, yes. All right, so don't everybody rush Katie at once here. We'll take about 5 minutes, and we'll get stuff organized here. And then we'll have the raffle. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay, I'm leaving.
They're still selling raffle tickets, friends. Hey, M&P, you want us to sing our song? You want us to want me to sing while we're waiting? Yeah. Okay. Here's the encore that John said we had to do, and then we'll have the raffle announcement shortly. I almost was so close to starting. As I went walking my ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you. I roamed and I rambled. I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond desert. All around me, a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. Sing it out now. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to
Sunday morning, in the shadow of the steeple, by the relief office, I saw the people. They stood there hungry, I stood there wondering if this land was made for you. And sing it out, friend! This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. Then the sun comes shining as I went strolling, the wheat fields waving and the dust clouds rolling. A voice was chanting as the fog was lifting. This land was made for you. Now I'll call out the next verse to you. Nobody living will ever stop me as I go walking my freedom highway. Nobody living will make me turn back. You know the rest. This land was made for you. And one more time. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. All right, thanks for coming. And now, here's Liz and Stephanie and Betsy to announce the Potluck Prize winners. Thank you, friends.
All right, go Stephanie.
Okay, so this is, the first one we're going to do is the Yoga, Wine, and Song. That's a personal program that you can have virtually with all your friends, with Marianne and Mark. And the winner of the Yoga, Wine, and Song Potluck Prize is me.
No.
Not happening. Peggy
Ellis.
Peggy Ellis.
Are you here?
Oh, no.
All right,
We've
we've got your
got her
phone
number.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and the next one is the Artist Evening of Music, Books, Food, and Wine. That's got the gift cards and the music. Okay, what do you think? Is Connie Witkowski here? Oh my gosh, where is everybody? Okay, Connie won.
All right. The highly desirable Mark Dvorak House Concert. And the winner is Stephanie Schroed. I'm kidding.
No.
And the winner is Len Clark in the building. All right.
Thank you all.
We have
Thank you
done
so
it.
much.
Thank you, everybody.
Well, we have Betsy back as a closing
Yes, 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 yes.
It's our tradition at Music and Potlucks. We send you home with a poem to make your ride wonderful.
Folk songs are full of life. They are the rhythm of work and the sweat rolling down your back and off your brow. Folk songs are the hurt of love unreturned and the ache of being a long, weary way from home for too long a time. Folk songs are squinting, sunburned eyes, scanning some far-off horizon, looking for a way beyond the hills and trees and rivers. Folk songs are a glint of humor glancing off hard times and trouble. Folk songs are a balmy breeze coming in from the south on a warm morning. Folk songs are a long and winding story of a young hero you have never met, but somehow always knew. Folk songs are remembering the people from whom you have learned.
Singing folk songs marks a trail. Another may follow. Folk songs are full of life. This poem is by Mark Dvorak, and it's in a book that you can get probably here tonight that's called Bowling for Christmas. You're going to find this poem on page 25, and it's remarkable. Thanks for being with us tonight. Folk is just another word for family. Thank you for being family with us.